Hi everyone, Dr. Melissa here, and today we are going over the top 3 exercises for your pelvic floor. If you've been struggling with pelvic pain, pressure, tension, that embarrassing leaking, hip, low back pain, these are going to be perfect exercises for you to really target and get that core system firing up. If you're new around here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out and I appreciate it. All right, go grab your mats and let's do this. All right, one thing you might want to grab before we get started, if you happen to have a pillow or a block, go ahead and grab that. And we're actually just going to take it and place it right underneath our sit bones. So just below that low back, across your sacrum, and just finding a comfortable, supportive position. And then once you find that, you're just going to gently bring those knees in towards your chest. It should feel very supportive here, not like you have to hold your legs up. And then we're going to start by bringing the legs out towards the side. This is one of my favorite pelvic floor relaxation exercises. And we're going to continue to work on our breathing, which is going to be important for the other 2 exercises. We're going to start breathing out into the sides of the rib cage. Exhale, softening. So we're not trying to grip, hold anything tight at all. When we're inhaling, that diaphragm's going down, pushing down on our lower abdominals, pelvic floor. And then as we exhale, it contracts and come back up. Check in to see if you notice maybe a little more tension on the inside of the left side versus your right side. Do you feel any trigger points along your low back? And you're not forcing and pulling anything. It's just a very gentle stretch. Does one go further than the other? Maybe you add a little movement, gently rocking back and forth. And this is just a great exercise. If you're starting to work out, you can open and relax those. If you notice you're having any back pain or that pelvic tension and pressure, or if it's a great cool down exercise as well. Okay, we're just gonna take a couple more breaths here. We wanna continue that opening of our pelvic floor muscles. Kind of imagining like a flower is opening up. As you inhale, and then we're just soften. Nice work. Let's take one more breath in here. And hopefully you notice that those inner thighs have continued to open up, softening into the back, and the breath is staying out of our chest. Nice work. On that next inhale, we'll bring those legs back together. And just gently place your feet down. If that was feeling really good, feel free to stay there a little bit longer. Just hit pause. Okay, we're gonna come all the way back down and we're coming to bridging. So we're gonna take the block or your pillow and place that back in between our knees. So we just opened up, we kind of primed our system. Now we wanna make sure we've got that neutral pelvis. We're not gonna tuck that tailbone underneath. It just affects how you can use your core system. Neck and shoulders stay nice and relaxed and those heels are walking back towards your sit bones. We take the breath out into the sides of our rib cage, and then we're gonna exhale like we're blowing out through a straw. Squeeze the block, lift those hips, come up. And we're just checking in. What muscles are we feeling activating? Where are we noticing it in our body? Are we holding anywhere really tight? Inhale, we'll soften and lower back down. Exhale, squeeze the block, blow through that straw. So we're wanting to feel our glutes. Careful we're not rolling and tucking all the way underneath. And come back down. We're keeping it out of our neck and shoulders. We're staying nice and relaxed. We exhale, squeeze and lift. Weight can stay in the heels. You're spreading those toes. Do you have even weight in both feet? Just checking in with all those little differences from side to side. And we're really trying to fire up here. And then you'll also start to feel that lower abdominal pelvic floor with the exhale coming up. Good, we'll do a couple more here. Continue to keep firing up those glutes. Now, if you wanted to add a little bit more, you're still having a hard time firing, those thumbs are gonna be facing up. Exhale, push the arms down, lift those hips, and then slowly bring it back down. Exhale, push and lift, and come back down. So continue whichever one you're finding working best for you to fire those muscles up. What we're doing here is getting our lat muscles to fire up with our glutes. So my right lat muscle in the back here is helping my left glute fire up. And there's lots of different ways our bodies like to use muscles together like that to make sure our system is working efficiently. On top of using our breath and our posture, making sure we're in those right alignments. Awesome, definitely feel it in my glutes. Let's do one more. Good, inhale, bring it back down. And then let's take that block, push it off to the side. Next, we're gonna come onto our hands and knees and just gently sink back, coming into child's pose. So the next important thing we're gonna work on is our rib cage mobility, because that breath is so important. This area in here tends to get really tight, so we can open that up. It will help with our breath and will help get our core system fired up. So a couple options. We're gonna push our right hand down into the ground. You can either take your left hand behind the back of your head, or we can keep that arm straight. We're gonna take left elbow towards your right, press into your right hand, rotate, spin the chest up. And you don't have to force, you're just gently using your breath coming in and out. Rotate, come up. Inhale, bring it back down. Exhale, press and rotate. Back down. Now if that arm is straight, maybe you press, twist, lift up, and then bring it back underneath. Awesome work. Let's do two more, whichever variation feels best for you. Press and rotate. Bring that back down. We'll switch to the other side. So either take that right hand behind your head, or the arm can stay straight. We're pressing into this left arm. Sweep your right arm under, and then bring it back up. Good, you can sweep it under or bring elbow to elbow, and then pull yourself, come back up. Ooh, you might notice that it's a little stiffer from one side to the next. Good, let's do two more here. Nice and strong in that left hand. We're just spinning from our chest. Good, push and twist. Awesome, slowly bring it back down. We're gonna take another nice big breath in and just check in to see how that rib cage feels opening up, how the glutes feel fired up, and then how we're using that diaphragm. So let's take a nice big cleansing breath in. Exhale, bring those hands all the way down towards heart center. Awesome job with those exercises. Remember that consistency is key, making sure you're using your breath, your posture, and your alignment, and making sure you're firing up those right muscles. If you're still struggling to figure out how do you activate your glutes, or I can't feel it in my core, my pelvic floor, go ahead and check out the link I have down below to my 10-day Rewire Your Pelvic Floor and Core, where I walk you through a much more in-depth, step-by-step process to make sure you're feeling those muscles, right? So you can get rid of those leaks, hip or back pain. And then I'm also going to put another link down below to my free pelvic floor challenge. Keep up the good work. Until next time, namaste.